Uh, so yeah, aloha. The Unholy. The Unholy is 2021 supernatural horror film that's produced by Sam Raimi. My god. Sam Raimi, guys. He produced this thing. He gave away money to develop this movie. And if you don't know who he is the director of one of the best horror classics of all time. Evil Dead 1, Evil Dead 2, and Army of Darkness. And I must be forgetting about something, guys. He also directed my all-time favorite superhero movies, which is Spider-Man 1 and Spider-Man 2. I won't get into Spider-Man 3. I know he also directed that, but those two films are my only all-time favorite superhero movies of his. And why am I talking like this? Because guys, it's not the fact that this movie was horrible. It is because I've had high hopes for this movie. My best friend Thomas saw the early reviews of this movie, and he said to me that he didn't want to watch this film because of what he saw about the movie. I mean, look at it. Look at it. I'm not like those other people that when you see an early bad review of the movie and you won't watch it because of that reason. I would still go watch it. I said this in my review in The Empty Man. It is wrong for me to judge the film that early because Empty Man was a damn good psychological horror film. And right now, guys, when I watched The Unholy, I should have listened to Thomas. It's so bad, it is awful as Slenderman the movie. The characters were not interesting, the jump scares and build-up were cheap. I mean, this movie has enough budget to make 4 Saw movies. But it managed to be a huge letdown because of how it was written and directed. And Jeffrey Dean Morgan, man, he's in this movie. And he cannot even save the movie from its atrocious screenplay. Let me rewind that again. Let me show you how bad the screenplay is and how it's executed. We see Jeffrey Dean Morgan's character walking to the church. And he begins to hear whispers out of nowhere. Suddenly, there's this peculiar tree that's in the middle of the field. God damn it. He begins to dig up some doll beneath the tree. And he sees a perfectly fine engraved date on the doll that looks like it's made recently. And then boom!
Baby.
A jump scare with a man standing behind him. What the fuck? And it gets better, guys. It gets better. After that day, we see his character practicing some journal or something that's not even explored earlier. It's nighttime, okay? And he has a bottle of whiskey beside his seat. I mean, okay, he's an alcoholic. What a cheesy character development, right? And then the bottle falls from the passenger seat. Oh, what a cliche. We've seen that 1,000 times. And the next scene, guys, is so predictable that it made me laugh while watching the movie. Another fucking jump scare with a girl on a white dress. And he begins to crash as he swerves to avoid the white lady. I don't even want to continue this movie anymore. But I have to. I need to punish myself. I'm not a masochist, okay? The second and the third act were boring enough to make me go get some food outside without pausing the movie. I don't do that in most films, guys. I don't. But this movie made me do it. Also, the reveal of the entity at the end was laughable in the most. Oh my god. In the worst way possible. And the entity begins to kill his victims in the most hilarious way. And it touched it and then poof! 10 out of 10, guys. 10 out of 10. This movie made me mad. I guess the filmmaker should have delayed the film a couple more years to rewrite the script and make it even better. But instead, they decided to finish this movie during the pandemic. They should have stick to delaying it because that's what they did in the first place. Okay, but I guess Sony Pictures gets to decide when the film will be released. Such a shame because we have these talented people behind the camera and the studio is still the one who gets to be the big boss at every turn. Joseph Bishara composed the score for this movie. He was also one of the reasons why I wanted to watch the film because he was the one who composed the score for Insidious and The Conjuring. He pretty much makes unsettling sounds and theme for his horror films, which is cool. But I don't know about this film, man. The Unholy is the first movie that made me mad in 2021. And it is also the first movie that's so disappointing I never want to see again. Never. And please save your time. Don't don't watch this movie. I won't recommend it. It's not worth it, man. It's not even entertaining. Therefore, The Unholy gets a 2 out of 10. The same grade that I gave to Slenderman the movie. And the entertainment level, this movie gets no stars at all, guys. I'm sorry to give you some bad news, everybody, but it's just how it is. If you want to go see this movie, it's your choice. And if you have a different point of view than mine, please, you can comment down below for what you think. Well, anyways, everybody, thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye, mi amigos!